If you guys want to be single and get horrendous results, please go ahead and follow this creator and follow their ebook. So instead of healing from those experiences, their advice is to be heartless, which is pretty trash. The men that hurt you live rent-free in your head, and you're allowing them to dictate how you should live your life by being heartless, relying on manipulation. If you're truly so high value, you won't need to rely on silly manipulation tactics to try to get your ex back. It's very easy to get an ex back if you're a woman. Men just want to smash and dash, right? It's very easy. Now, to retain a man, that's another thing. That takes a really good woman. And the way you hurt a man, if I haven't said it yet, is by being a really good person. You don't need any of that manipulation nonsense. And following this type of advice is not really going to help you at all. What this creator could have done, and you can either take it or leave it, creator, is you could have taken all those experiences or taken that book and wrote on how not to get taken advantage by people, right? Just to spot signs of manipulation. Men you want, they have experience. They can see through a lot of this nonsense. Even from my personal experience, all the women that I met who followed this type of advice, they're pretty predictable. They're not really memorable. There's nothing beautiful about it, right? But the women who have been genuine and kind and didn't really try to be heartless or manipulate, they had a lot more impact. And we all manipulate to an extent. So we should realize that. Now you can either manipulate in a good way or in a bad way. And by manipulate just means to persuade, right? So it's not necessarily bad, but the ideas that this content creator pushes is just gonna create a lot of miserable women. And men who are casual, they will take advantage of this type of creator's advice. So you can go ahead and listen to her or listen to women who have been married for years and are happily married. It's usually single, miserable women who can retain a man for years who give horrendous advice. Just to have a little fun, like this video here says, adopt the same body language as him. And usually that's true. It's called mirroring, right? But are you really going to spread your legs out like a typical dude and act like a frat boy? Not really. It's not very attractive. I get the point, but the whole account just, it's not gonna help women. I guarantee it. But yeah, let me know what you think. Maybe you think I'm an asshole, but you know, better to ask the fisherman how to fish, not the fish. However, there's some women who are highly manipulative, and you should listen to what they say. Also, all I can say is we should all try to be the person that we wish we would have had when we were younger to help us from getting hurt and destroyed. Is this the type of advice that would you give to like your son or daughter, to rely on horrendous manipulation tricks to seem high valuable? It's just silly. I love this type of advice that this content creator creates because it makes it easier to spot women who are disgenuine, who rely on a lot of silly nonsense. And it's easier to move on from girls like this than girls who are just naturally feminine. They don't have to rely on this toxic femininity nonsense of like the shadow. It's very easy to like succumb to like our impulses to use our hurt to hurt other people instead of just healing and, you know, just doing what's difficult.